Hello, I'm on Church Street on this very busy, windy, rainy Saturday afternoon. I've just accompanied a demonstration and march from HSBC Bank to Radio Merseyside. It's not far from here, up Church Street on the right, down Hanover Street is it. And the march consisted of hardcore Islamists, hardcore leftists, genuine good people concerned about what's happening in the Middle East, right? But what you'll see with the footage that I'll upload with this video is that the culture we see that predominates on this demo and the views they hold and where their allegiance lies, it's incompatible with our Scouse ways, beliefs, values, standards, culture, right? Yes, a little demonstration's not a problem if that's all it's going to be, but that's not what's happening, because most of the new arrivals coming into our city hold the same views, values, standards, beliefs and culture as those escalating the problem around the world and those marching here today in Liverpool. So again, it's in our interest to stop any further new arrivals being dispersed in our glorious city, given they hold the same views, values, beliefs, standards and culture as those escalating the war, conflict, let's say conflict around the world. What's my stance on Palestine? My stance on Palestine is there should be a Palestinian state, and Israel needs to agree to that. But that's where it ends, right? That's where it ends regarding Joe Owens. I'm more concerned with what's happening here in my beloved city. Our city is undergoing a cultural transformation. If not stopped, will change Liverpool for the worst, where it's irreversible, it can't be changed back. And like I've said before, once the new arrivals sink their roots so deep and they're in the driving seat, we're dancing to their tune. And when they start flexing their muscles like they are in Birmingham, Bradford, London, Manchester and other places across the country, when certain conflicts arise around the world, their loyalty, their support is then expressed, it's shown. After, excuse me, it's getting really, really busy. And it's all incompatible, as I've said, with our ways, values, standards, culture, character here in our glorious city. The march was very telling. There was a few Allah Akbars shouted, there's a few radical posters, statements. And as I've said, there was an amalgamation of hardcore leftists, right? So it's not in our interest, trust me, to have any further new arrivals dispersed in our glorious city, given when conflicts like this arise around the world, their loyalty immediately is to that conflict, which holds the same value, standards, culture, beliefs, ways as them. You have to excuse me again, it's getting really, really busy. I didn't want to do this video, I was going to leave it till tomorrow, but it stopped raining, the sun came out and I thought, right, I'll get out and do it. So please excuse me once again if I'm dodging in and out of people. But like I've said, the demonstration was very telling, and don't get me wrong, those, regardless what culture, values, standards, beliefs they're from, they feel very passionate about what's happening in the Gaza, right? I'm sure they do. But like I've said, once the numbers get so big, I saw so many of them, again, forgive me, it's really getting busy. Once the numbers get so big and they sink their roots so deep, they're in the driving seat and we dance to their tune. The Wembley Arch not displaying the Israeli flag, well, that's obvious why that hasn't happened, is because it's in the borough of Brent. Now the borough of Brent is predominantly those who hold the same values, standards, beliefs, culture as those escalate the conflict around the world. So you see the parallel where I'm coming from here, right? Already it's impacting and affecting places here around the country. Wembley, rightly or wrongly, I'm not going to get into whether they should or shouldn't be just flying the Israeli colours on the Wembley Arch, whatever. That's not really what the video is about. What I'm saying is, because that culture dominates that particular part of London, Brent, the authorities are too frightened to, as I say, display the Israeli flag on the Wembley Arch. I hope I said that right. Because it may upset, as I say, a certain culture, ways, beliefs, values, standards that has sunk its roots so deep in Brent that they're well and truly in the driving seat, and they are well and truly flexing their muscles because they're in large enough numbers to do so. So why would we want all this for our city? Well, we wouldn't, and that's why it's imperative that any more new arrivals coming into our city needs to stop until at least we assess what's happening, right? We catch our breath and say, well, hold it a minute, is it in our interest when these conflicts arise around the world? Is it going to affect us? Well, the answer is yes. As I've said, the Israeli flag on the Wembley Arch, it's not happening because, as I've said, that particular culture, the one escalating the conflict around the world, has sunk its roots in so deep in Brent that they're in the driving seat, and obviously they've got enough sway to flex the muscles. So the FA balled there and pulled out of displaying the Israeli flag on the Wembley Arch. So you see me point where I'm coming from. It's not in our interest to have any further large numbers of new arrivals dispersed in our glorious city, because all we're doing is we're just building up problems further down the road, right? Leave that to Birmingham, leave it to London, leave it to where Bradford, Brent, wherever. Leave our glorious city alone. This is our Liverpool, and thank you, sir, thank you. Let's keep it that way. I'm going to go now, ladies and gentlemen, because it's really, really getting busy. Okay, thank you.